to music.
Oh, wow.
Big names, big songs, big guests, big prizes.
Well, it's a big show.
The Big Show.
Put your hands together for the one and only
Glenn, Angel, FD, and Sean.
That's what I'm talking about.
1FM 91.3. Good times, greatest hits.
Good morning and welcome to The Big Show. It's a brand new week and every Monday we start the week off right with the one and only Natalie Dau, also known as Rockstar Arms.
Good morning. Good morning. I think everyone needs a bit of a lift today after last week's news, so start the week off healthy.
I just want to say we're so grateful to have you on the show, Natalie.
Yes, I look forward to working out with you every week, except when I saw the list today, I'm like, no, can we not do this?
It's going to be a bit of a tough workout today.
It will be. But we're kicking it off with some true or false questions. Now, we have some questions for you, Natalie, that we've come across, and we want to get the answers to. Maybe you can bust some myths on the show today. And I'll start off with my first question, because I just had some fruit for breakfast instead of my usual overnight oats. Can you tell me if drinking fruit juice is as good for me as eating fruit?
So I will say it is false with that one. So calorie for calorie, fruit is much more nutritional than juice. Dumping the pulp and the peel and things is getting rid of calcium and fiber and a lot of the vitamin C. And something I always say to people is you can see how much fruit goes into just 1 cup of juice. It's, about 6 oranges. So try and sit down and eat those 6 oranges in one sitting. So definitely eating normal fruit won't spike your blood sugar as much either. So fruit every time over juice.
Oh, nice.
Wow.
Okay.
I did not know that. You know, the other thing that I keep hearing from people, and I think it could well be just lazy people, they say, it's true, at least that's my take on it. They say that human beings were never built for running. Our legs aren't built for running like animal legs are.
Well, we used to hunt and run from wild animals.
Exactly.
So, yeah, I think absolutely we should be running.
But isn't it tough on your knees running?
So, and that's the number one question I get asked, how are your knees? You're a runner. So if you have an existing injury, then of course there's you may get a knee injury. But generally, if you have the right shoe, have the right foot strike, your knees are okay. And you've got to just run distances that you're capable of, not go out and try and run 10 kilometres in one go, which a lot of people do, and they don't have the strength to do so.
Okay.
Right. So when people say running is bad for your knees, it's false.
Yes, absolutely. Sorry, it is definitely false. So go run, but make sure you have everything in place, and then make sure you're strengthening your hips and all the muscles around your knees as well.
Okay, just one final important question. You said foot strike, the correct foot strike. What do you mean?
So when you're running, do you strike with your heel first? Do you strike with your midfoot, or are you more on your toe runner? So you need some shoes that support how your foot hits the ground and whether you pronate in or pronate out. So really go in and get fitted with the right running shoes, and that's going to help your knees a lot.
Yeah, there are places you can go to find out, how you actually land when you run.
So it's not about trying to run differently. It's about how your foot lands and getting the proper shoes for it.
Yes, and you can try and change your strike, but if you've been running for a couple of years, it's pretty hard to do so, and it takes a lot of work. So just go with what you've got and work around that.
Nat, can I ask you about running as well? Like we have a lot of park connectors and stuff like that. Is there a big difference between running on I don't know what they are called, but like the track versus the road versus sometimes there's those bricks kind of like
different surfaces.
Yeah.
What, cobblestones?
No, like bricks in zigzag forms and everything like that. So the floor is different depending on where you run, right? I guess. Are there differences?
Yeah, so if you're running on grass or on the track, then it's a lot more padded. But, running on a track can get your calves really sore too if you're not used to it. So definitely road running is more jarring. And so if you can, like you said, jump on the park connectors or the green corridor where there's a bit of grass that's not too long and you're not having to run a trail, and just mix it up, so don't go all one surface, try and mix it up.
Okay. More questions for Rockstar Arms after the workout break. Meantime, here's Bruno Mars, Count on Me. We are live on The Big Show and thebigshow.tv with Rockstar Arms, Natalie Dau.
Oh, angle that down.
Oh.
Oh, I know, we're getting low. Everything's on the ground today.
It's a bit tilted, right?
Oh, is that okay? Sorry, hang on.
But I'm okay with that.
I'm okay if we tilt your head.
Oh, that's okay.
There you go.
Is that better?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. So I'll give you a quick demo so everyone knows what we're doing. Butterfly sit-ups first. So legs butterfly, back, touch the ground, hands touching the ground behind us. Then a Superman. So we're on our tummies and our shoulders are off the ground. Our legs are off the ground and we're reaching forward and back, so really squeezing that back, hands in front. Bear crawl hold. So this one, we're not actually moving in the first round. We're just going to be on our toes and hold it here. So knees are really maybe about 1 inch off the ground, hands are under our shoulders and we're just holding it there, sucking in our bellies. So we're like a tabletop. Flutter kicks. So hands can go, if you like, under your butt, if that is easier. We get legs straight out and we're going to go slow because it makes it harder. So not big kicks. We're going to keep our feet close to the ground and just do little kicks here and relax your neck when you're doing them. And then flip it over for some plank taps. So again, 2 versions of this. If you're on your toes, just tapping, otherwise on your knees is fine as well. All right, so it's 40 seconds of work and then we get 20 seconds of rest. This is our hardcore workout, literally core today.
Angel, what's your favorite workout from today's set?
Not core.
Not cool.
Everything is called out today.
Favorite? I don't know. Let me let you know after the
Which means,
Because you're doing it with her, so I'm going to show people, everybody.
which means not Angel's favorite workout today.
Okay, we'll find out.
Not the most important.
Okay, stand by.
All right, we're going in 5 seconds, guys. Get ready for those butterfly sit-ups. All right, and up we go. At your own pace, of course, but hands hitting
Angel's
the
grumbling
ground behind. And just touching your toes as you come up. So just at your own pace, doesn't have to be super fast, but this is a good sit-up to do if you're a beginner.
Love
too
butterfly
crazy.
sit-ups. So stable.
Yeah,
So stable.
exactly. Yeah.
Is there anything about opening your legs too wide, like your knees touching the floor or something?
No, if you can, go for it. I'm just not flexible enough. All right, good job, guys. Now we're going to jump over and do that Superman. So on our bellies. Now, if you if you want a version that's a little bit easier, don't take your feet off the floor. But if you can, take your feet off the floor, shoulders are off and arms are back, and we're just flying like Superman and squeezing that back as we come back. Hands touching in front.
Should your legs be
back.
together or apart?
Together is best. And as I said, if you want to keep them on the ground, you can too.
YFD, you want to open your legs, is it?
No, because I noticed Angel had her legs apart, but Natalie had her legs together.
And squeeze that butt as well.
With the legs together, actually.
This is you can feel it in your butt, you can feel it in your back, in your tummy, in your shoulders. It's a crazy exercise, so simple. All right. Whew.
So if you remember, the master is Natalie.
Yes.
I'm not sure about master. No. All right, we're going to hold that bear crawl. So we're not moving. Hands under shoulders. and just on our toes and just holding it. So this is a good option instead of doing a plank. You want to really suck that belly in, keep those knees not touching the floor but just above it.
Wow.
And hold it.
Angel smile.
And it's we're already halfway there. It's not as easy as it looks after 20 seconds. So you'll feel it in your thighs, you'll feel it in your shoulders, in your arms, in your belly, in your butt. So just hang there. A good thing to mix up instead of a normal plank. Okay, and rest.
I bet that felt like a minute. Oh, yeah?
Yoga, yeah.
And then off to our flutter kicks now.
Oh, yeah, your favorite. Okay, I need from you.
As I said, hands under the butt is fine. Keep your neck soft. You don't want to put any stress on your neck.
Yeah. And slow flutter kicks.
Yes, and really slow. We're not going fast here.
No
We're going
lift off
nice and
required.
Slow. No lift off. Slow-mo. And that way you can feel every muscle in that belly working if you're going slow.
Do you arc your back?
Yes, so you can, I mean, if you want, you can have your head on the ground if that isn't, if you want to rest a little bit. Otherwise, if you want to crunch a bit, that's okay too. So shoulders are off, just for a harder workout.
But back always flat on the ground, right? Lower back.
Yes, correct. Okay, and rest. Woo! Last one. Okay, we're on to those plank taps. Flip it over. Okay, remember hands under shoulders again, nice and strong core. On our toes into that plank position, tapping, just nice and controlled, not side to side. And again, on your knees if you need to as well for a scaled down version. So that's it. Nice and controlled. Halfway there. Nearly done. Suck that belly and keep that back nice and straight. Squeeze your butt. So many things to think about to take your mind off the pain. Almost there. 3, 2, 1. Good job, guys.
Wow.
Nice. Our home viewers, hope you enjoyed that.
Hope you were working out.
I know Nina is doing it. So
Yeah?
Yeah.
Good job.
Morning, Nina.
Morning, Nina.
And Slamat Hari Raya from all of us.
Yeah.
She visited, relatives over the weekend.
Oh, nice.
Oh, good job. Yeah. So I mean, as we're working from home, core workouts are super important if we're sitting at our desk all day too. So that's a great thing just to get done in 5 minutes.
Brilliant. Very, very nice.
Very good. Very, very good.
How much time before we go back on air?
About a minute. 1 minute.
Okay, then we'll have more true or false questions for Natalie. I've got 2 for Natalie.
Okay.
And if any of our fans have any questions, you can put it in the chat as well.
Yeah. Please put it in the chat. Or any questions via our WhatsApp. Why not? I haven't mentioned our WhatsApp number in quite a while. 88550913.
Our WhatsApp is getting full from all the Simlim.
Oh, yeah,
is it?
that's right.
Good.
We've got a contest going on.
That's right. We'll be
Might get
figuring
lost.
out a winner about 8:45
Yeah.
this morning.
Everyone wants to win a phone. We're giving away a phone this
Oh,
morning.
that's a great prize.
Yeah.
Isn't it? Now, Natalie, you were talking about fruit, eating your fruits, but what about the sugar level in fruits? Should this be something we consider?
Absolutely. It's a carb. So we should be counting it as a carb. You know, it's a good source of carbohydrates, but it is definitely a carbohydrate. So
Okay.
too much fruit is not a good thing either.
Okay.
I'll be asking you that question again, okay?
Okay.
All right, stand
Here we go.
by. Here we go back on air in 3, 2.
That's Blur with song 2. Damon Albarn on vocals. And speaking of good old Damon, he's like 52. He just got his driver's license.
Oh, well
Yeah,
done, Damon.
finally. Well done,
Dangerous.
Damon Albarn.
You're now an adult.
We have Natalie Dau with us, Rockstar Arms. And if you were working out with Natalie and with Angel a moment ago. I hope you're feeling great. Set number 2 is coming up very, very soon. But we continue with some true or false questions with Natalie this morning. And here's my true or false question for you. Eating too much sugar will give you type 2 diabetes. True or false, Natalie?
True and false. So it's a half-half. So that's one factor to give you type 2 diabetes, as is eating too much fried food, not enough exercise, and just having an unhealthy lifestyle. So it's not just eating too much sugar that is the cause. On occasion, genetics might play a part, but really to stop type 2 diabetes, clean up your diet, lose some weight, and move more is the best way to treat it.
Right, and this is a big thing. The Health Promotion Board is trying to put out this message right now.
Yeah.
You know, for people to be aware of this and to eat, more healthy food.
Yeah.
Because I think the stats are not in our favor.
No,
Not here in
not
Singapore,
good.
not at all.
Singapore is the highest number of lifestyle-induced diabetics in the entire world.
Wow.
In the entire world. And I think by 2050, we will have 1 million diabetics above the age of 18.
Yeah.
So it's awful numbers, yeah.
Terrible numbers.
More vegetables, everybody.
More
Absolutely.
vegetables, yeah. So I was
Less
asking,
carbs.
yeah, less carbs. But I was asking you, Natalie, because you were talking about fruits, how eating a fresh fruit is better than drinking fruit juice, because with drinking you lose a lot of the pulp, a lot of the skin, and everything else. What about eating too much fruit because of the sugars in it?
Yeah, so too much is not a good thing either. It is a carbohydrate at the end of the day. It is sugar. It's just a natural form. So is it better than eating a whole ton of candy? Absolutely. But, you should have everything in moderation, and fruit is definitely one of those things. The best fruits for low sugar are things like berries. They're the best. The worst is like a pineapple, watermelon, grapes. They're super high.
Yeah, but I think it was a good point that Natalie brought up, drinking juice.
Yeah.
Right? Because some people have replaced water with juice.
With juice, yeah.
So that's not good because there's so much sugar content.
Yeah,
and a lot
and
of
it's
people-
bad for your teeth.
Yeah,
yeah.
and a lot of people go, oh, it's a liquid, so I'm hydrating. Actually, you're not. Because if you want to hydrate, you take water.
And you
Yeah.
lose, and what you said was right, you lose a lot of the pulp, which means the fiber is lost
Yeah.
as well.
Everything's
But what about coconut water, though, Natalie? Is there a difference between coconut water and fruit juice?
Yeah, coconut water is higher in fat. So again, it's one of those things that have it in moderation. There's still sugar in it, but it is, you're having quite a bit of fat when you have coconut water too.
Yeah. Water is irreplaceable.
Irreplaceable,
It is.
absolutely.
Yeah, water is still best.
Grab a big drink of water after it.
No one should think they can eat anything they want.
That's true.
But there's this mindset now in the community where if you work out, right, you can eat anything you want.
Yeah, there is.
Right?
There is, because you're still burning, but then like what we just did was not a lot of calories burned.
Yeah.
What's 100 calories equivalent to in terms of food?
1.5 apples.
There you go. So you see, you've just burnt off that fruit. You haven't even burnt off those fries or
Yeah, but how many times have you heard, right, people say, I
All
work
the
out
time.
because I want to
to
eat.
eat
That's
anything
me.
I want.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's me.
Yeah.
And it should be good food you fuel straight after a workout with, because that's what your body retains. So
Yes, and then it will absorb all the good nutrients, right?
yeah, protein, healthy carbs, and some veggies. Is
So
always the
equally
best.
so, if you eat junk food, that's what your body's going to absorb as well, right?
And it'll hold on to that fat and sugar if that's what you eat straight after.
Okay. Did you hear that?
Ooh, there's a new one. Okay.
Yeah.
I've heard that before.
Yeah. It makes sense. I mean, if it's going to absorb all the good nutrients, it will absorb all the bad stuff as well.
What about like a protein shake after a workout?
Perfect. That chuck a banana in it, some good protein, and that's great. Because a lot of people don't like eating after a workout either. So you should try and eat within 30 minutes as well.
Okay.
I have a question about protein shakes. Are all protein shakes equal?
Incorrect. They are
Okay.
not equal. Yeah.
Okay, so what should I look out for if I'm buying a protein shake?
One that you can actually pronounce the ingredients.
Okay,
on
so
it.
Okay.
whole stuff that
Oh
goes.
my
Yeah.
goodness! I'm going to be throwing out
Yeah.
a few tubs.
Plus, there's a lot of crap out there as well. You see all these chemical names and all that, and you have to look them up to find out what they are, right?
Yeah, so I mean, there's only one, and they bloat you, right? Or you're running to the bathroom. So there's only one that I use that's and I'm not vegan, but it's a vegan one. It's traceable, and it's the only thing that doesn't bloat me, and low sugar. So I finally found one after years of looking, but whey protein is generally the thing that bloats you, whereas this is rice and pea protein, so much more natural.
Right.
Okay.
What's the brand, and how can we get it?
Yeah, it's called Purity Plant Protein.
Purity.
You buy it online, but I'll pop a link up on my stories or something, and and people can have a look. But it's out of Australia. It's this tiny little farm in Australia that makes it, and it's no more expensive than walking into GNC and buying one.
Does it taste good? Because I tried pea
It tastes
protein once
amazing.
and it was like,
no, it's not that chalky texture.
Yeah.
It tastes really good.
And we like to
Great.
support the tiny little farms.
True.
So, yeah.
We can all order together.
purity.
There you go.
Purity.
Yeah.
Free
let's do that.
shipping.
Save on shipping.
There you go.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
absolutely.
let's get Purity Plant Protein.
Yeah, I want to try.
Yeah.
But the last time I had a bad experience with pea protein.
Yeah, me
because
too.
It tasted like
Chalky.
cardboard,
That's
Yeah,
exactly
it doesn't taste good, but this is, I don't know, they've done something and it tastes amazing. And Liliana has it for breakfast every single morning, so I'll even give it to kids.
Okay.
Yeah.
And you can read all the ingredients that are on it and you understand it? Okay, fantastic. I love
Absolutely.
that.
And it's carbon neutral as well.
Ooh.
Oh, look at
Yeah.
this.
Ah.
We're saving the world.
So that's why we order all at once as well, so we know where our
Yeah.
carbon footprint is.
Let's do that. Are we serious?
Yes,
Shall we
for
do it?
sure.
Okay,
Sure.
okay.
It's
All
Green
right.
Monday especially. Yeah,
Okay.
let's do that.
Okay. Stand by,
Okay, we're going back on air. I've got 2 more questions for you, and then we'll call it a day.
Thanks,
FD stand by 1 traffic.
Yeah, got it.
In a 3, and a 2, and a...
1FM 91.3 traffic.
We've got the usual delays across the expressways. A few areas to look out for. The PIE towards Tuas. A vehicle broken down. This is before Engyo Avenue. Avoid lane 6. BKE towards the PIE. An accident before Dairy Farm Road exit. Avoid lane 3. PIE towards Tuas. A vehicle broken down after Upper Changi Road exit as well. Stay within the speed limit, please. Make sure you've got everyone buckled up. Be safe as you drive today.
Good morning and welcome to The Big Show and thebigshow.tv. We have Rockstar Arms Natalie Dau with us, and she's taken us through 2 sets of the workout today, and we were discussing how many calories perhaps you guys have burnt, and the magic number was 100.
Yeah.
Roughly.
About 100.
Roughly 100 calories.
About an apple and a half.
Yeah.
And related to the workout today, here's another true or false question. Doing sit-ups, will it give you a six-pack?
False.
No.
Yeah. Yeah, false. I mean, I think sit-ups, number one, don't burn a ton of calories compared to other exercises because they're not using big muscle groups, and you're only focusing on a small section of your abs. So if you really want to build those 6 packs, you need to work all the upper, lower, and side muscles. And of course, we all know abs are really made in the kitchen. So it is about what you eat, not doing sit-ups.
Okay.
Yeah, because everyone has a 6-pack. It's just what's covering it that hides it all.
I gave up on thinking I have a 6-pack.
You have a 6-pack.
I've got a barrel.
No, that barrel is hiding that 6-pack.
But you know what?
Inside
From
the
what I
barrel.
hear, it's not quite true. Some of us have a 6-pack underneath. What's covering all
Yeah.
all the cuts, right?
Yeah.
Some people have a 4-pack.
Yeah.
Is that true, Natalie? So some people, if they work out, they'll get the 6-pack, right? But we're all built differently, apparently.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Is that true?
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, we've all got the same muscles there. It's just, I guess, what comes out and how you show definition. So some people build muscle mass more easily and find it easier to gain definition. So maybe those 4-pack people are just saying that because they can't get it.
Having said that, I've seen some guys with an 8-pack.
Yes, I've seen that as well.
Oh my
yeah.
goodness.
Yes,
Yeah, but
yes.
I've also seen the guys who go for operations, and yesterday I didn't have a 6-pack. Today I've got one.
Oh my goodness.
Absolutely
Yeah.
ridiculous.
Actually, we can tell very easily if someone has gone to the aesthetic surgeon
yeah.
to do stuff.
Can you?
I've seen some ladies, actually.
Yeah.
Oh.
You see them on social media. You can tell.
I find it too well defined, just way too well defined. It's
Yeah.
ridiculous.
Okay, don't judge them, lah.
I have a very important question, though. I've been told all my life that a glass of red wine a day is good for you. I think it's relative to the size of the glass. My glass is about the size of a tumbler. But really, red wine or white wine? Is red wine better than white wine?
Red wine is better than white wine, especially in the times we're living in now. Any wine is good, but red wine contains more antioxidants because of the skin of the grapes.
Right.
So that's why antioxidants are great to help with aging. But the amount of red wine that you need to consume to really see the benefits of the antioxidants outweighs the benefits. So really, take a supplement, eat something else that has good antioxidants, because you're really not going to get enough from your red wine. But it is better than white wine.
Okay,
fantastic.
Damn, there goes the tumbler of red wine today.
Excellent. Thank you so much, Natalie, for joining us.
Thank you, guys. Have a healthy week and enjoy.
Take care.
Have a great week.
Take care,
Bye.
Natalie. All right, that was Natalie Dau, Rockstar Arms, and of course we have Bibi Chia right now, our Principal Dietitian. Bibi, just very quickly, what are you going to be whipping up for us today?
We're going to make banana muffins, completely sugar-free.
Banana muffins.
Nice.
Ooh, all right, folks, so you want to watch us on thebigshow.tv right now. While we play your song from Whitesnake, here's Is This Love on 1FM 91.3, Good Times, Greatest Hits. Good morning, Singapore.
I just have to take a moment and appreciate Bibi's outfit and whole setup for
so
today.
nice.
She looks like a ray of sunshine.
I know.
Good morning, everybody.
Big
morning.
banana today.
Big banana.
Bibi, is that a Thermomix?
Yes, that's
It
the
is. It's a Thermomix.
That's the magic machine.
But the Thermomix has been on the show
That's
before.
right.
No, I'm just recognizing it again because I
Yes.
love the machine.
Yes, it's really useful, and today I'm going to use that to make my own almond meal. So, you can buy almond flour, but you could make your own. So, today's recipe will only use 3 ingredients. It will probably change the way you make muffins forever. It's
Bibi,
sugar-free.
Did you just say you're going to make almond flour?
Yes.
Yep.
By
almonds.
From the
almonds,
nuts
yeah.
that you have, you're going to dump it into the Thermomix and it's going to become flour?
Yep.
Yes.
Oh, you're
What?
kidding me.
Yeah, powdering it.
No way.
Isn't that awesome?
The Thermomix can do that?
Yeah. Thermomix can do everything.
Wait,
Just
He's
about.
so shocked.
how does that happen?
Okay, let's.
Okay, demonstrate and show us.
Why don't we let Bibi show us how it's done?
Yeah.
Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to first start off by peeling the banana. Now, banana is one of my favorite fruits, but yes, it's very high in carbohydrate. And so I've decided to make that into more a muffin so that this one banana actually makes 5 of these little tiny muffins over here.
Oh, nice.
Wow.
And did you know that when we peel the banana, say for example, this is 180 grams. When we peel it, the banana inside is 100 grams. And so every day, whenever we eat bananas, we actually do create a lot of byproducts. So I'm going to reserve the skin, and we're going to make something out from the skin later on.
Oh, wow.
You know, just now when you were holding the banana, it just disappeared. Because, it
like camouflage.
blended in perfectly. So
Just like
cute.
a little chameleon.
So we're going to trim the ends off, and there's a special way to peel this so that I can reserve the skin. So just make about 3 long slits, and then we're just going to reserve the skin for later on. I'm going to use that to make something else.
Wow.
So we're going to peel that, and I'm just going to set this aside. Do not throw it away. In fact, there are some studies saying that the peel actually has more potassium, more calcium, more polyphenols than the banana itself.
Wow.
So you eat the peel.
Yeah, I put banana peel in my plants as a fertilizer. Cut it up and put it in.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. I never knew you could do that.
So we're going to turn on the Thermomix, and this will be really loud because it's so powerful that it's going to almost turn this almonds into powder, and so you hear this really loud noise because it's just so powerful.
So like a blender.
Yes.
Super powerful blender.
Super powerful.
That's crazy.
It's okay, we're on Facebook Live now, so
Yeah, but that's crazy.
Let
I
the
didn't
noise
know it
begin.
could powder things.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it
we
can
wanna
powder.
we wanna hear everything.
Noisy.
That's it?
That's
So
it.
fast.
Now all your neighbors are awake.
Ask them to tune
I
in.
think this might be a better recipe to do in the afternoon.
Well, as long as everyone in the household is up and about and no one is still sleeping.
No one is still sleeping.
Not after
And so
that.
now it's become
Oh, wow, look at that.
Wow, that was so fast.
Super fast, yeah. So you can use a regular blender as well, right, Bibi? As long as your blades are strong enough, right?
yes, as
It
long
needs
as the
to be
blades are
dry.
strong enough.
Do you need
Yes.
to pre-soak the almonds?
No, I didn't. In
Okay.
fact, it's just non-roasted, and then we're gonna bake it off anyway, so it will
Okay.
develop that beautiful almond flavor as well.
Wow.
Wow.
And what's interesting is that this recipe is suitable for people who are diabetic because I'm not using any flour at all. I'm not using any sugar, any flavoring, and it actually tastes really good. So I think this will change how people make a healthy muffin. And the ingredients is really simple. Every 100 grams of almond, you use 100 grams of banana. So 1 to 1 egg. So the ratio is 1 to 1 to 1. So it's very easy
On
to
1FM.
remember. Yes.
OneFM, I like
On the
how
night
you-
one.
I thought you said 1 to 1 FM.
1 to 1 to 1 on 1FM.
So just dump everything in, very simple, including the egg. We're just going to crack the egg in.
Without the shell, please.
Yes.
Although I hear there are, nutrients in the shell.
There are. It's full of calcium.
Really?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yes, it's full of calcium. And I heard of people using it to make in their soups, but I have not tried that
Tried it.
yet.
Yeah,
no.
I think you can powder it down, but don't try it unless you research it,
Yummy.
please.
As a principal dietitian, so it's true that there is calcium in the shell of
Eggshell.
an egg, is it?
Yes, there is.
Okay.
And certain recipe calls for putting the boiled egg into a high vinegar like dish. And so the low pH actually dissolves some of the calcium into your sauce. So such as the pig trotters that's cooked with a lot of vinegar. They put the entire boiled egg in there, but with the shell. But I've not tried it yet. I haven't yet to recommend anybody to eat eggshells. Just eat the egg.
And now you put it on a different setting, right?
Yes, that's right. So I'm just going to go for 20 seconds on about 3 or 4 just to mix it and then scrape it down. And then later on, I'll use the spatula to just combine it. And that's it. And there you have a muffin a recipe. Yeah. So just to help it rise, there is a 1/4 teaspoon of baking powder, baking soda, and 1/2 teaspoon of baking powder.
Okay.
And then we can...
Quarter and a half.
So
and a
1/4
half.
teaspoon, 1/4 teaspoon and half. And so as the recipe grows, so that means if you're going to use 3 bananas, you can just multiply it accordingly.
Okay.
But I'm just going to make 5, and it's always fresh and easy, and since it's so easy to make.
So you went from blender mode and now it's mixing mode, is it?
Yes, that's
Okay.
right.
And you didn't put any water or anything in
Nothing.
there?
She's just added an egg.
Yeah,
That's
just
the-
mixing
The liquid from the egg, yeah.
Yep, just mixing for about 15 seconds will do, and it's so easy. And I have to show this to you later on. It's actually really, really fluffy on the inside. So people might think it's very dense, it's dry, but it's really, really fluffy.
You
on the
keep
inside.
saying this, but we've never tried your food. Every week she tells us it's so delicious.
Lockdown lah.
Because it cannot. By the time she delivers whatever she
No
makes,
longer
it
fresh.
won't taste as
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 good
good.
as fresh,
That's
yeah.
why.
Okay, when everything reopens, we do an exclusive experience at her house.
Right? We'll all
Yes.
go over and we'll use the Thermomix.
Coming to you live from our principal dietitian's home.
We just want to play with all your equipment.
Yeah, that's the main reason. Yes.
Yeah, and I really have a lot of fun every time somebody I see new equipment or recipe online. I always have to try it, and it's just I think it's my passion, but also it's a work hazard. So this is how it looks like on the inside. So it's really moist and very crumbly as well. So it's really tasty too.
30 seconds.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, yum.
Yeah,
It's good.
yeah.
Okay, we're going back on air.
Soon. So when we go back on air, we'll do a traffic and then we'll give away the prize for Simlim and then
Okay.
we'll continue our segment with Bibi.
Okay.
Cool.
So the winner, I have
Yeah, I've
sent
got it
to-
here. Should I read that out?
yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Can you help us out?
We'll have to read that.
1FM 91.3 traffic.
PIE towards Tuas, a vehicle broken down before Egno Avenue, avoid lane 6. BKE towards the PIE, an accident before Dairy Farm Road exit. Congestion is to the KJE exit, avoid lane 3. Also on Dunnan Road towards the city, we have roadworks after Hillcrest Road, avoid the left lane. Stay within the speed limit, please. Have everyone buckled up. Be safe as you drive today.
We're on The Big Show and thebigshow.tv. Our guest for this morning, Principal Dietitian Bibi Chia, who just made a banana muffin while we were on thebigshow.tv. But earlier on as well, we asked you to WhatsApp us at 88550913. This is part of our Sim Lim Square contest, brought to you by Sim Lim Square, Singapore's largest IT and electronics shopping mall, in joint partnership with Sim Lim Square IT Digital Chamber of Commerce. We're giving away a phone every day for this week.
Yep.
And we asked them to WhatsApp in their stories, right?
That's right.
So I've got a really, really great story. I won't say who it's from yet, but let me tell you what happened, okay? So this guy was in secondary school and he was living on a very tight budget. So he went to Simlim and he bought himself a computer. But he had an issue with the motherboard, which he didn't know how to fix.
Okay.
All right. So, with trepidation, he lugged his computer back to the vendor, thinking that he had lost all his savings. But to his surprise, the owner looked at him and saw what he did and actually brought him to the back to teach him what went wrong with the computer and helped him to fix it. So from that day on, this guy who texted in, who WhatsApped us in, became a staunch supporter of this particular shop, and it spurred his PC knowledge. Now, this shop is still around, and it's one of the earliest retailers at Simlim. It's called Star Retailers, and the person who WhatsApped that message in is Abdul Faisal. Selamat Hari Raya!
Wow,
And congratulations, Faisal. You've won for yourself that mobile phone.
Excellent stuff.
Wonderful
Nice
stuff.
story. That's a great story. Thanks for sharing.
Congratulations. Listen out for your chance to win another phone tomorrow, courtesy of Sim Lim Square and their partners. All right. Okay. Let's move on right now. Bibi Chia is still with us, our principal dietitian. Oh, what a lovely banana muffin you made earlier on.
That looked great.
Yes, and this recipe will change the way you make muffins, I think, forever. It's got no added sugar, and it's gluten-free. There's no flour, just using only 3 ingredients, and you're able to whip up a muffin in 5 minutes, I think.
I was looking at it. The actual prep time, if you're opening a banana, it takes what? 10-15 seconds to get the flour.
Yeah.
And then that's basically it.